My name is Colleen, and this is my kitchen. Believe it or not, this was me 4 years ago. I struggled with my weight my entire life. And finally, I came to the realization that diets don't work. By simply eating healthy and moving more, I was able to lose over 100 pounds. I started at a size 26W, and within about a year and a half, I went to a size 12, no W. And best of all, I've now kept the weight off for over 2 years, and counting. So now here I am in my kitchen showing you how you can eat healthy and lose weight just like I have. Because if I can do it, you can too. Hello and welcome back to my kitchen. Asparagus is in season right now, so today I have a really great and easy recipe for you to use this wonderful spring vegetable. We're going to be making a super easy weeknight meal. You can throw it together in about 20 minutes total, and we're going to be making a roasted asparagus and quinoa salad. It is vegetarian, so it's a great meatless Monday meal, and it's a perfect solution for a busy weeknight. Let's get started. So first things first, I have the oven preheating to 425, and I also have a half a cup of dry quinoa cooking according to package directions on the stove. Now I have 1 pound of asparagus that I've rinsed off, and I'm just going to take these ends and trim them off because the ends are typically fairly tough. Once I get those trimmed off, I'm going to go ahead and cut the asparagus into, third or fourths, depending on the size of the asparagus spears. I want them in, I'd say 1.5 to 2 inch lengths. Once I get those cut, I'm just going to lay them out on my baking sheet. And now I have the first kind of lemon for our recipe. This is a preserved lemon, and this adds just a different element of flavor to the dish. You can find these in an ethnic grocery store, like a Middle Eastern grocery store, for fairly cheap. Very, very common in Middle Eastern and Mediterranean cooking. And they come whole like this, and they're preserved. And what I'm going to do now is just go ahead and take the very ends off, and then dice up or chop up the pulp. And we're going to use this whole. If you see any seeds in there, go ahead and just kind of scoop them out with your fingers. So I have my lemon and my asparagus on my baking sheet. I'm going to add a pinch of salt there, and then to help this roast up, I'm just going to add a tablespoon of olive oil. I know you see a lot of roasting recipes, they use much, much more than that. I hate to use more than that because it just adds a lot of fat, and I feel like a little bit goes a long way. These are still going to roast up beautifully. So I'm just going to give this a toss and make sure to spread it in a single layer. And then I'm going to go ahead and put it in the oven at 425 for about 10 to 15 minutes until it's cooked through and nicely browned and roasted. Our quinoa has cooked up here, so now I want to make a dressing, and it's going to start with the juice of half of a lemon. And to that I'm going to add just a pinch of salt, 1 teaspoon of fresh thyme leaves, and a tablespoon of olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. Let's go ahead and give that a good whisk. Now I'm just going to go ahead and mix the dressing in with the quinoa. Give that a good stir. To that, let's add 1 cup of cherry tomatoes that I've halved up, and then I have 1 ounce of light feta. Whatever you do, don't use the fat-free feta. You want to use a light feta. The fat-free has chemical additives in it, whereas the light is made from skim milk. Finally, I have this asparagus and preserved lemon that I've roasted up. I'm going to go ahead and dump that in with the quinoa. And I'm going to give that whole thing a good toss. And finally, to serve this up, I have a bed of 4 ounces of baby spinach, and I just like to throw this mixture right on top, just like that. And here we go. Roasted asparagus and quinoa salad with 2 kinds of lemon. Gluten-free, vegetarian, super easy. At about 20 minutes, this recipe serves 2 people. I'm going to go sit down and enjoy my dinner. I hope you'll give this recipe a try and let me know what you think. And I will see you next time in my kitchen.